it's been a good afternoon.
You deserve to have a good afternoon.
Well,
It looks like Amazon's gonna start charging $1 for returns.
it's been a good afternoon.
You deserve to have a good afternoon.
Did I do that?
Did I do what?
I heard the talking on it was
Hey, Dominic, and Drone Shots is in the chat.
hey Dominic, hey Drone Shots.
What's up, Dominic? Jody, how's it going?
Oh,
Um,
how'd you get your hair cut?
Who, me or Paul?
Oh,
no,
We just
Me
combed
either.
it today.
no, it's still the same.
What's up, Dustin?
Dustin.
So we had a meeting today about our work phones today.
Yeah,
They gave us two options. Either we can go buy a new phone and it has to be at least a 12 or newer on the iPhones or a 21 or newer on the Samsungs and pay for our own plan and they'll only give us $40 a month. Or we have to download their apps on our phone, our personal phone, but they are able to have full access to your phone. I'm gonna piss off. They ain't getting in my phone. I
Yeah.
ain't buying another one either.
yeah, they're pushing it. Okay, here's what I gotta get. I gotta get this. Invite over here.
And we asked them, we said they were talking about they want to be able to remote access our personal phones. And I said, well, what about our privacy, like text messages, pictures? They said, oh, well, the rules stipulate that they're not allowed to look at that stuff. Like, you know, what keeps them from looking at it? Like, screw that. You're not getting in my personal phone. I'll get the hell up out of here. Like 6 out of 8 people on the call threatened to quit over it. What's up, Laura?
Laura. Hey, there comes Mr. Hodges.
Hey.
Hey
Okay.
Paul Hodges. Hey Laura.
Yeah.
I know, Dustin, right?
I don't know why I can't do that.
So are you looking? Justin?
What, for another job?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll be spending tomorrow looking for a job.
Why? What's going on?
Tell him what happened.
They contacted us today and had this phone meeting with a bunch of us about the work phones. And they gave us two options. You either have to go buy another phone, but it can only be an iPhone 12 or an S21 or newer. And we have to get, obviously we have to have unlimited data on it because we're going to be using it as a work phone. And they only want to give us $40 a month towards it.
Oh,
Or they have to download some special apps on the phone we already have.
So they can track them.
But not only so they can track you, but then they want to be able to have full access to your phone, remote access to it.
oh.
And we asked him, I said, well, what about our pictures, personal text message, something? He said, well, the rules state they're not allowed to look at that stuff. I said, fuck you, you ain't getting in my phone.
Yeah, not against the law, it's the rule.
The rules.
Like, you don't know if some creeper's looking around in your shit when you don't know it, you know? No, hell no, they're not getting in my phone. And I'm not going out and buying another $1,000 phone. And there was like 3 or 4 people on the call that already had a personal phone that wasn't in the compliance of what they required on their list of acceptable devices.
Yeah.
So any which way, they would have to go get a new phone. So they were pissed.
Mr. JRC, how you doing? Dustin's here. Little Amalora. Jody's here.
What's up, John? But you know what the worst part about it was? Guess what they're doing for, guess what they're doing for supervisors? They get to go out and buy a second phone, get reimbursed for it, and they get $65 a month.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Tell me how that's fair when they make more money a year.
Yeah.
Like phone plans don't change because of the status of your job. He's gonna pay the same I'm gonna pay when I go to Verizon or wherever. Yeah, no, right, Dustin? That just pisses me off. Like, no, dude, you ain't getting in my phone. I'm not buying another phone to work for you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's almost, you know, it's not right. They can't have that full access to your phone. I don't freaking think so.
Yeah, it's not like we're just downloading a couple of apps and we're just using them like any other app. No, they want full remote access to your phone because they said we may need to go in once in a while and wipe data. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, what do you have to wipe out shitloads on my phone accidentally and I'm SOL?
You wiped this ass. That's about all you're wiping. You ain't touching my phone now. And they said, well, and two, you might want to get it. And then they were pushing for us to get a second phone because they said at some point your phone could get subpoenaed. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, you guys are pissing me off, I swear. And not one person on that call was happy. They were all freaking mad. They were, and then half the questions you asked them, they would just say, well, we don't have an answer for that right now. We don't have an answer for that.
Yeah, what you need to do is all of them just leave and go get other jobs and just say, screw you.
Just pull a few $100 together and get a lawyer. Represent all of you.
Well, it's a private company. That's the problem.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
It's a public court.
yeah, but any time that you're working for a public, you're
They
private.
cannot force you to provide your own equipment
Yes,
on
yes.
a job like that. They cannot. They
If,
have to provide that by
Hey,
law.
Dave, no. They don't.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's see. Because that was one question that did come up. Now, we were told that the legal team at the company said, and this is what they said, that in a right to work state, they can force you to have to do whatever they need you to do to work for them. Is what, well, somewhat in those words.
That's
Is the
correct.
way they worded it.
Get a second opinion. That's what second opinions are for.
But another guy said, one of the other employees said he looked it up online and he says, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if I read it correctly. He said, but from what I could understand, he said it was illegal. So I don't know. I'm not a lawyer either, so I don't know if what I would be reading would be, because you know how they are with legal terms.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
it's an interpretation.
Dre,
Before-
maybe you know, Dre.
Florida is a right to
It's-
work state though.
It's gonna vary from state to state, like you're talking about a work,
Yep. so
right to work state,
right
everything
to
else.
work
But,
state or not a white right to work state.
but this is the question to me, like you say, the job requires you to have communication with them, right?
Right.
So they're offering you $40, right?
Right.
Partly pay for your plan, all that kind of stuff, if you go out and buy the phone. Now,
But
they're within the law because they're offering you $40.
but they're also requiring us to buy a minimum $1,000 phone too, though.
Yeah, I get that you're required to have a certain level of phone because they don't want to go out and buy some little cheap little perp phone you know, and then they say, well, I never got a message because the phone don't have no range. The base, if you're buying a Apple 12 and above, you're going to get it from a major carrier. Because most of those fly-by-night carriers don't carry the top of the line phones.
Well, Dre, the other interesting thing they told him, what was it about? They have to periodically be able to go in there and wipe out the stuff that's in his phone because
They
it
wanted, well, they said
might be subpoenaed.
if we didn't buy a second, no, that's not the way they worded it. If they said if we don't buy a second phone and we decide to use the phone we already have, if it
Mhm.
meets the minimum requirements,
Right.
which half the people on the phone call, their phones didn't.
Mhm.
They want full remote access to your phone. And they said they want to be able to get into it. And their stipulation is, well, we won't look at your personal stuff. There's rules set in place for that.
Everyone
Well-
has an assumed right to privacy under the Constitution of the United States. They can't get by that ever.
Like I say, Dave, that's for your personal stuff. If
No,
you
it's
go out and buy this
not.
phone and they're paying you, it's no longer personal.
Well,
Like I
they
said, they're
have to
offering $40.
provide it. If it's your personal phone, it's your personal phone.
Like I say, if they offer you compensation, you don't
You don't
longer
have to take
privacy
it.
rights.
They're only offering you compensation for your plan, not for your phone.
No, your phone is part of the plan.
But the
No,
thing
they're
is,
just offering you $40 to pay your plan.
That's right.
You
and
have
that's
to
part
buy
of-
the
that's part of the
phone.
phone. You
But the
can't, you
mi-
No,
can't have
it's
a
not.
plan.
It has
You
nothing
can't have
to
a
do with
plan
the
without the
phone.
phone. Can't have a phone without the
Calm
plan.
down, Dave. Calm down, Dave.
That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
not excited. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But
I
I
can
hear
go
what you're
out and
saying,
buy
Dave, but
a
I'm trying to tell you.
phone anywhere I want to and put it on any plan I want to. It's
But
still
But
my
if you work for
phone.
that company, they want to have access because that's why they're compensating you for that access.
but-
Federal labor laws, constitutional rights. Some lawyer needs to look at this. Because
Yeah, and
none
I
of
know they're
us are
gonna tell 'em.
lawyers. You're not a
They're
lawyer.
gonna tell them it comes to the bottom line is,
Dre, you're not a lawyer.
agree
I'm not a
or
lawyer.
you can leave.
Well,
you
they
can
can say
agree or you
anything
can
they
leave.
want to, but all they have to do is get a lawyer and have them go through it. No one here is a lawyer, so I don't think we can get a conclusion to this.
No, and I'm not gonna say, and I say, you can get any two lawyers in the room, they won't agree either.
That's what we
But-
have them for.
Yeah, we
But-
have them because that's what the law
Well, no,
says.
Dave, you don't have them. You have to pay them.
Yeah,
Well,
And it's
somebody's
gonna be,
gotta
and it's
pay
gonna
'em.
be more than $40 a month to have a lawyer give you an opinion.
yeah,
But if the person is right, the company's gonna have to go back and pay that lawyer.
Not,
that's
not,
if
It's
that's
called
if
a
the
countersuit.
if the judge
if
authorized,
the judge orders that.
right. it is
No,
not guaranteed.
you can get
It's not
a
automatic.
judge, you can get a jury, you can get any way you want to go. Nothing's automatic.
No,
I mean,
nothing's automatic.
we need,
This- this
everybody's
is-
saying this, that, or the other, but none of us know at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
This
Lawyers
is how,
might
this
have
is
a
how I have to
better
look at
idea.
this. You know, Dave, this is how I look at this. Justin has responsibilities for a family. So this is the question he has to ask himself. Is it worth my time to leave my family possibly in the lurch while I go look for other employment over a $40 plan? Or
well,
whatever. the deal
no,
may
it's
be.
not the point though, but if I have to
Like
go
I
out,
say, your points don't matter anymore. This is about you taking care of your family now.
yeah, but
That's
if
what
I
it
have
comes
to
down
go,
to.
yeah, but they want me to go get a 2-year contract on $1,000 phone.
You
and
can
pay
write
that
that, you can, part of that's been writing off. You can write it off on taxes next year. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, but I'm not
everything,
gonna get
everything
that.
has a remedy to it. You're not gonna get reimbursed for the whole amount of phone, but that's part of working in business. Just like my drones. I wrote off all my drones I bought last year. And guess what? I only had to pay $150 this year to the federal government, and the state of California owed me money this year. That's all part of the business. Okay? That's part of it. I wrote off every hat that I sent out, every shirt I sent out. I wrote all that shipping costs off. this year
Yeah,
for
but
tax.
who did your taxes? Did a taxman do it? Did a lawyer do it? Did somebody do your taxes?
I had
and
a
get
tax
you those
professional,
things?
I had a tax professional do my taxes.
And all I'm saying is this is kind of complicated for this show. A lawyer or some professional in law should probably look at this and talk to these people.
Like I say, if you want to go that route, I'm not saying you can't go that route, but I'm saying if that's the route you want to take, don't get mad when the company tells you go pound sand,
Well,
because that's their option too. That is
no,
their option.
they can't.
Yes, they can. You
They
don't wanna
can, but
follow
you
the
can
rules?
sue them for that.
Sue them for what? Wrongful termination because you refuse
Yes.
to comply?
Because you refuse to comply with an unlawful order because they're
No, but see, we don't know the, we
constitutional.
don't know the
There
order is
are, we
unlawful,
don't know.
Dave.
We don't
We don't
know,
know the
and
law-
you're not
We don't know
accepting
that
that.
the request is unlawful. That has to be decided in court if it's unlawful. At this point, we don't know.
Well,
So we
somebody
can't
needs to
assume that it's
find out.
unlawful.
Do we need to know that?
Cause like even when I work for the city
Do
here,
we just have to take it up the ass before we get a lawyer?
I
Yeah.
like I say, those are options you have to decide, but those options come with consequences. Just like I say,
Absolutely
required to have a
not. I
phone when I
watch
work for the
this
city.
all the time. I
Yeah.
talk to lawyers all the time, every day. There's always something. There's always something.
there is always something. That's why we have courts, because there's always something that somebody feels is not right. Somebody feels slighted, all this kind of stuff. Does that mean everybody wins? No.
Well, somebody's got to win and somebody's got to
And
lose.
sometimes
I think if
and
they make
sometimes the
it,
big guys win.
Mm.
well,
sometimes the
sometimes
big
they
guys win.
don't.
sometimes
Sometimes
they
they
don't.
don't.
But you know who
I mean,
they-
we can go sometimes, we can go maybes, we can go ifs. None of that matters.
But you know who always wins in the long run, Dave? The lawyers. The lawyers always win. Because when you get a big settlement, who gets most of that money? The lawyers.
Lawyers.
Not really, not in my
Oh, yeah.
case.
I've been in class action suits where I've gotten $20 from LA Fitness, or I've gotten a $10 discount from AT&T for my phone service because of class action lawsuits about unfair billing practices or something else that come up. And like I say, it didn't benefit me not one bit. The
Well,
lawyers
that's
got
one
paid.
time. That may be two times. That may be three times. I can't count how many times I've seen people get hundreds of thousands of dollars in settlements for a
But-
lot less than this.
But the point I'm stressing, Dave, is this. Justin has to make a decision. Do I risk walking away from this job that pays the light bill, that pays the internet bill, that pays for all of the things that I count on in my life until I find something else? Is it worth walking away from? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Is it worth walking away from? Simple as that.
It's not as
There's
simple
no
as that.
guarantee
It's
that you're gonna
not,
come out on top.
nothing's ever that simple.
I
Nothing is
guarantee,
ever
I
that
guarantee
simple.
you it is. When you
It
get, when
is
I-
not. Do
when the-
you
when
know
the
the
bill-
law? Do
like I
you
say,
know the
when the-
law, Dre?
No, it's not that, Dave. I'm just saying when the bills come, and I guarantee you this, the bills will continue to come in the mailbox. And you don't have the
Sometimes we
income to
have
pay
to
it.
suffer.
See, now you're telling a man he has to make a choice between his family and being right. I'm gonna choose my family every time. The
I
welfare
don't.
of my family is a priority every time. If I have to
My
suffer,
family's gone. I don't have that.
well, see,
that
that's
to
a choice
deal
that you
with.
can make. Justin is raising kids still. So now you're telling him to tell his kids, hey, we can't do this, we can't do that, because dad is not able to support that request at this time because I'm in a fight to be right.
Why can't he be in a fight and work? Why can't he do this
You
on
just,
the
you just
side?
told him
Why
he has to
can't he
quit the
get a
job.
lawyer and continue working and on the side have the lawyer work on this?
So
Well,
like I said,
what it
who's gonna-
comes
who's gonna
down to,
pay the
I
lawyer?
can't, it comes down to I can't afford a second phone. Plain and simple.
I get that. I get that. If that's the case, that's the reasonable way to go to a judge that says, hey, I can't afford to buy a phone like this.
Every,
You guys need to create some kind of support system to either take $10 out of my check for the next 5 years to pay for this phone and give me my $40 on top of that.
well,
'Cause
that's fine.
I've seen companies do that. well, they'll like say finance whatever it is that you need so you can continue doing your job.
Well, because there was 3 people that are, like I said, didn't have phones that met the requirement. And they
Right.
straight out said, I can't afford to go buy $1,000 phone. And they might
I-
not have the credit to go get a contract.
Right. And see, that's something that's reasonable. That if you cannot afford to buy the phone and the company is requiring you to have that phone, that's when the company can be responsible for providing it. Because they're
Well, it
saying you have
depends
to
on where
have it.
you're at and who you're talking to. Sometimes all of that is unreasonable by the company, and they should be providing the phones no matter what. It's
I-
their business. It benefits their business. They make money off of it. They provide the communications.
And I have no argument with that, Dave. I said, yes, if the companies require you to have certain things, they should have some kind of program to help you have that access. Just like in the city,
Agreed.
we
Agreed.
require guys to have safety boots. Okay. So guess what? Each year, these guys get a boot, a chit to go down to the local boot barn to buy appropriate safety boots from the worker because it's a requirement.
It's a requirement, but they don't have to buy them out of their pocket.
No,
If they
like I say,
choose not to.
the city gives them a
But that's
chit.
not Justin's case, Jerry.
Well,
You're
let
doing
me
apples and
finish.
oranges here.
Let me finish. These guys get a chit for $200 to buy some safety boots. If you want something fancier than that, you come out of your pocket. Now, that's the way I would approach Justice Company. Says, hey, you guys sit on a phone that you say I'm required to have. You cover the cost of that phone and a portion that you feel is reasonable for the monthly service. Now, if I go out and get a Apple 13, 14, 15, whatever it is that's out there, then I will pay the additional cost. But like I say, you can
But
put it back on
if
the
an
company that way, but just to
individual-
sit there and sue them over their requirements for you to work for them, that's going to be a hard issue to cover.
Everything's hard. If an individual walks up and says, you got to pay for it, here's what I propose, without a lawyer, are you kidding me? Do you think he's going to win? No, he's not.
Like I said, I fought for my guys because like I said, when I first got here, they didn't have a boot allowance. I fought for it with the city through union reps and everything, and we got it for them. So like I said, it all depends how you got to push it. Because what was happening, they were supervisors were trying to write up individuals for work-related injuries and saying that they didn't have the proper footwear. I said, well, if it's a requirement for the city's required to provide it. So you gotta look at what angle you gotta come at. You just can't sit there and say, "Oh, quit your job and sue them." Like that's not a
Yeah.
realistic option.
But they're also
It's not a
moving this-
realistic option for
they're-
some people. It is for me.
But they're
Yeah.
also talking about doing the same thing with work vehicles as well now.
Right. Can I add the voice of reason?
No,
Yeah.
because this is an American thing. This is not a UK
I
thing.
don't
Yeah.
care what it is. This is
Exactly.
the voice of reason.
That's why I'm not saying anything.
Justin, when you took the job, did you sign a contract?
No,
Did you sign
End of story.
a verbal contract?
no, I didn't sign any contract.
Then you ain't got a fucking leg to stand on.
Well, that's the end of story then.
No, that's the end of David's comments. That's all.
No, I'm serious. If you
No,
signed
you're right, David. You're right, and that's what I'm saying. That you have to look
you had
into
every
the
right.
requirements. Because I think Justin, what David's getting to is here that even when you first came on there was a requirement for you to have a phone to keep in contact with them. Am I correct?
Yes, and it's been provided since the
So-
day I worked there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So a phone has been a requirement for you to work for them, regardless if it's your phone or a phone they provided. That is how you use it back on them to say, okay, when I was hired here, you guys stated that I was required to have a phone either at your cost or I can use a phone that is compatible to your requirements. They can't just run away from that requirement if they have been providing phones in the past.
Well, and that's
That's
what
why I
I'm saying.
said-
And they're trying to do that with the work vehicles now too. You think I'm gonna go out and buy a $30,000 car to make $18 an hour? You're fucking high.
Right.
I
So
mean,
that's what I'm saying, that you have to use the rule book that they put out there against them. They've
Yeah.
already set a precedent of them providing phones and providing
And
vehicles.
who knows how to read that rule book? A lawyer.
Well, I
Get
mean, that's
people
where you
together,
start.
get all
It don't
those
take-
people
it don't
together,
take a lawyer
put
to
a few
figure that
$100
out,
bucks
Dave.
together, each of you, and go get a lawyer. Period. That's the only way it's gonna be done to benefit the workers. Otherwise, the company's gonna screw them. They always do.
Well,
Well-
I'm not gonna argue that.
Well, I'll put it this way. Justin, you have a precedence, you have a phone. You should be able to tell them, right, that you'll accept the £40, $40. However, the phone that you currently have from them, you're keeping as part of that deal. So you can get a SIM only deal and whack it in that phone.
Well, that's actually what a lot of people were trying to bring up, but unfortunately, these phones are owned by a third-party company and the name is Link. So they don't actually
That's
own
their
them.
problemo. Yeah, because how
That's
are they
what
going to
I'm
get
saying.
the phones back from you?
Right. All I'm saying is if they were providing phones, regardless who the third party vendor is or who the phones came from, it was something they provided for you in case you did not have a phone initially when you worked for them. Once they have provided that for you, it's basically it's equipment. They provide that equipment for you. So they're continued to require to provide that equipment for you to carry out your daily assignments.
Well,
And there's
only a
one
judge
more-
could
right.
can determine
Now-
that, Ray.
Right. Can I just point something out? There's one more thing that's come across from America that's sweeping this nation and across Europe, and it came from America, and that is constructive dismissal. If they don't provide you with the equipment to complete your job and expecting you to provide it without reasonable compensation,
You're right, Joe.
you're being forced out of your job, which is constructive dismissal. And that's your level, Justin.
And at the end of the day, is the company gonna be better off letting all those people go and rehiring people who will be submissive to their wants and needs or not?
Well, I would say there was 6 people on that phone call besides me that already said they're not doing that. Because they're already pissed off about the whole car thing coming up too. About how they're supposed to be getting rid of our work vehicles. I think they're going under. That's my assumption.
I
they're
said
cutting
that a
costs
few
and
weeks
stuff.
ago, Justin, and you should. I'm telling you now. Get looking for a new job. Get the hell out of there before everybody else gets laid off. You've got to make that move
I'm spending all day tomorrow looking.
and tell them straight, right? You're going to get a recording of TJ. You're going to play it down the phone and say, "This is what you nearly had," and just play it down the phone for a couple of hours.
Oh, man.
Two can play their game.
David, how are things in the UK this evening?
Warm.
Oh, it's warm over there?
Yeah. Warm, shit, and even more shit.
Looking forward to getting rid of me.
Yeah. Oh,
I take it everybody's happy here? Okay.
and
We're
tomorrow,
always happy, man. We're
tomorrow, Laura goes to Scotland for 2 weeks.
Laura's going to Scotland.
10 days.
Could be an
2
international.
weeks.
visit.
Does it make a difference?
10 days.
I thought you had to move in a few days.
So who keeps an eye on you when she's gone?
27th of June.
Well, she just hire a local homeless person to watch you while she's gone?
No,
I have family down the road.
you have to understand that Laura does technically work. Even though she doesn't work, she technically does.
Well, that's what I said. She was hiring somebody while she was gone.
Now,
Yeah, down the road.
she's entitled to 2 weeks holiday per year.
She's entitled.
No,
No, literally, it says on my
in other words, it's not entitled. She has to take them.
Use it
Well,
or
did they
lose it.
compensate you more to replace her?
No,
Oh,
but if
oh.
I don't take the 2 weeks, I lose my money.
it's
Now,
stupid.
Use it or lose it.
Basically, Justin, to do what they do, your company's doing to you. They're taking my work tools away.
So Laura's a tool. Okay.
Yeah.
To be honest, I could get it done for sexual harassment in the workplace.
Yeah.
Ow. And the
Ow.
abuse.
None of them heard that.
I think they did.
No, that noise cancellation kind of screwed you on that lawsuit.
Well, Justin, I can only tell you this, partner, you're in a bind that a lot of people across the globe are in. When you work for a private company, they kind of like set the rules as they may, do as they may.
And come
because
back.
A lot of times you have companies
Find
that
out
you're
what the
working for
bloody hell
that
he's
are
arguing with.
non-union, no representation to speak up for you guys
What are they arguing with?
on your behalf,
Nibbles again.
conditions of what you work under. But like I say, as Dave was pointing out, you going out getting lawyers and all that kind of stuff, that still comes out of your pocket.
Snibbly.
Well, initially, maybe,
Yeah.
when
up
it's
front.
all said and done, if,
Would've been bad.
if the,
Only
If
if
those-
they
if-
win, David. Only if they win a judgment.
well,
Every
possibly, it just depends.
lawsuit, every
Not
lawsuit,
really, it
David,
depends. It depends what the judge says,
but
not
every
what you
lawsuit
say and not
isn't
what I say.
get a judgment positive.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, it's the upfront money that hurts everybody that you got to fork out for those lawyers to present a case.
There's
And
another
there's-
one.
I'm
That's
sure there's-
why
there's-
I
there's-
didn't
there's
say
several
he should
case
go out and
laws
get a
that-
lawyer. I said they should band together, put
Well, that's
some
what I'm
money
saying,
together.
Band together. If you're talking about guys who can't afford
Yeah.
phones, they
Well,
definitely
in
can't
this
afford a lawyer.
country, most of the people can't scrape together $1,000. The majority of the people can't come up with $1,000 if they had to.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. When you talk about getting a lawyer for a private company or against a private company, it's really, unless it's a large company, like say going after a AT&T or something that size, where you'll have lawyers who will say, you know what, we'll get our money on the back end.
I could, Dave, if it was legal to sell kids, but apparently that's not allowed.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You're talking about a small, probably privately owned utility company that serves probably a city or maybe a county at the largest, and that's it. Now, unless these folks have a reputation of screwing over customers and employees,
48 or
and
49.
several complaints
49.
against them already, then you may have a leg to stand on in most cases, but
No, this company's nationwide.
yeah.
They're based out of Texas. They have, let me see how many employees they got.
Well, maybe they want to.
This-
Maybe they want to
this-
replace you by a bag with a bag of sand, right, Dave?
I'm looking at
Yeah.
the wrong fucking numbers.
I agree with that. You know they want to do that. That's why they're doing this.
Yeah.
So you either leave or you fight or you take it.
So Dre, you been doing any flying?
Well, I was out this weekend and like I said, I had a real frustrating day on Sunday. I had to redo the whole flight mission out in the field. The mission, first of all, there was a untowered airport that they didn't tell me about. So I had a no-fly zone there at the very beginning of the where I parked. So I went down the road about a mile and I was back in Class G airspace. So I was able to conduct a flight from there, but I couldn't go back past a mile to the east of me.
You hit that invisible wall, right?
Yeah, hit that wall.
And
And
That's
I
a
talked to the-
bite when it happens to you
I know.
because all of a sudden you're flying and you think, oh, good, I got it. Boom.
right,
I got on the
right.
door.
So that's the first I did. When I relocated, I took up a drone and flew back that way to find out where that wall was at.
Yeah.
So I knew that was the limit
John.
of how far I can go. So I talked to the people
Looks like a
today.
light anyway, and you can.
They want me to go back and once I get an unlock and finish the rest of it, it's about maybe about I'll say my mile left of the flight I need to take care of.
Hey,
So-
TJ.
So I
You
just
found
submitted
out.
a request for authorization through the FAA site to get that unlock, well, get approval from them that I'll send that over to DJI to unlock the drone.
That's my parcel.
Hey, TJ,
TJ.
EJ.
Good evening.
I thought he had to work today.
He does.
Yeah, he supposedly had work today, but I don't know. Maybe he's
Yeah.
at work,
You find
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he said he had to go in at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
but he also said it was really not a lot of people there. So,
No, he was talking about Memorial Day. He had to work.
oh, okay.
That's because most people probably assumed they were closed.
Oh, it's on my phone.
Yeah, she's trying to go.
I heard David talking about me.
You heard David talking about you?
TJ said that.
No. DJ says, I'm here now,
Oh, he's at work.
at work now. Yep.
So Paul, I went and flew that real estate today.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, anyways, you know, I was doing the proper thing. I thought I walk down the place, make sure no item, something I have to deal with, right?
Don't worry, I have got
I didn't have the drone out yet.
don't know if it works on my laptop.
Trust this. In the backyard.
That you caught that?
Yeah, with my phone. Yeah, I was standing there looking at me, but by the time I got my phone out, it's gonna just start walking away. But this is in the backyard where I was gonna fly the drone, but I just walked around the back just to make sure, you know, what I had to deal with when I did my aerials, right?
Yeah.
But fucking, here she is right here in the backyard.
Scoping Ron's house out while he's on vacation. Nice.
Yeah, Ron's house.
But she was drinking out of that bird bath. There was water in it.
Yeah.
But she must have had babies because her teeth and that were all full, eh?
Yeah.
And this is not far from downtown London. I was surprised to see the deer. It kind of shocked me. So
Oh dear.
Well, Justin, you ready to come back to California?
Hell no.
I'm just saying, because you know, gas company employees out here, they never get laid off.
Yeah,
probably
okay.
not allowed to.
Well, no, they're getting rid of the whole gas industry in California.
I ain't heard of that yet.
Yeah, weren't they trying to do that? Get rid of the natural gas in California?
No. Everybody's it's too big. Yeah.
I know the Biden was talking about that. They wanted to
Yeah,
get rid of
who
natural
knows?
gas.
Who knows what he's talking about? I'll put it like this. None of this we call the renewable energy stuff replaces natural gas for the moment. I mean, you can put up windmills, that's electricity. You put up solar panels, that's electricity. You're talking about natural gas, you're talking about, you know, heating homes, cooking,
Lamage.
you know, all that kind of stuff. So I haven't heard anybody find a way to replace natural gas as a source what they're using homes, unless you're going to start building all electric homes.
Yeah,
And that's not a big
I'll
thing.
try and work that out too.
You know,
I
I know all electric homes up in Oregon and the Washington area out on the West Coast. They have they have some of those up there, but not down here in California.
Gas can't kill. Use clean burning propane.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, you know, come out and work for Southern California Gas. They never laying off nobody.
Ugh. Well, the gas companies are actually good to work for themselves. They're just hard to get on.
Yeah, that's
don't-
what
they
I'm
don't-
saying. It's so hard to get on them that,
They don't have a
Nobody
higher
leaves.
turnover rate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till next year, Trey. Got to provide your own plumbing equipment.
They had one guy that was working for, it took him 3 years before he finally got hired. And that was only because one person retired and it trickled up. You know,
Yeah.
everybody moved up a
Mhm.
spot.
Yeah.
You're right.
Two things you hardly hear people, you hardly ever hear are layoffs. Gas company and water departments. Hard to get your foot in, but once you're in,
I can just
stay in.
Oh, even linesmen like electric, those are tend to be generational jobs, some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
I mean,
dads
yeah.
and their grandpas were linesmen. That's
Yep.
how they got into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when my sister's uncle worked at GM. You know, that was a
Yeah.
job that was almost impossible to get because it was all generational people.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know, they worked there and their dad and grandpa worked there for,
Yeah.
you know,
I
they're
say, yeah,
putting in,
the car industry was like that for a long time until I say about mid-70s. That's when it started falling off a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you have some a skill set there to get your foot in the door. You might have to relocate.
Close.
oh, there's other companies around here that do locating and stuff. It's a little bit different, but PJ giggles and drones, your gas is not natural.
Well, if you
Yeah,
could pick any job in the world, Justin, what would it be?
Millionaire playboy.
I thought you were gonna say burrito tester.
Retired at 37.
I just thought it was so
No, that sucks. I mean, I hate to hear things like that when companies start using whatever methods to thin the herd or reduce the workforce due to unreasonable requests. But it sucks.
Well, the thing is that's why I said it. We have and I'm not the only one that thinks this. Even our immediate boss,
Mhm.
he even thinks that there's some kind of internal strife going on because we
Yeah.
got some new head VPs and they're firing all these people and everything.
Yeah, but
And
that's normal case. I mean, it happens in municipalities. You bring in new management and public works and economic development, and they'll come in and be headhunters and they'll thin the herd. And then 9 times out of 10, then they'll bring their buddies over from where they came from to fill those spots.
Hey,
well,
good. One off the cage.
we have a feeling that, I mean, just from what I've seen and what a couple other people were seeing, I don't know, it just feels like maybe the company's going under and they're trying to scrape any means they can to try to save money, to try to save it. I don't know. Company's been around since,
That's another option there. Like I say, they come in there and they thin the herd to save the bottom line.
We like that.
because the problem is we've been having a lot of contracts being threatened because we don't have the people to fill we don't have bodies to fill
Well,
And-
that's what makes it odd. I remember you saying that, months back, how they were trying to hire as many people they could to fill the numbers, and now they're talking about all this unreasonable stuff.
And that's what I'm saying, and they still haven't gotten anybody hired, but yet they're taking on new contracts and still can't get people.
Yeah, and this is, and I said, this is kind of like that game that companies play sometimes. Like I say, if they can start hiring people who would drive their own vehicles, go into this phone situation here, guess what? It saves them money. Because then that means they're not buying vehicles. They don't have to maintain them. They might give you a stipend, like say, like a little $40, give you a stipend to have something that you have yourself and use, but it's a fraction of what the cost of what they would have to incur by buying more fleet vehicles, buying more phones, all this kind of stuff.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like, if I had to go out and get a vehicle, maintain it, and most likely I'd have to have commercial insurance on it. I mean, shit, if I had a car payment for a new vehicle for that plus commercial insurance, I'm sure would probably be $300-400 a month. Easy. I mean, you'd be looking at over probably $1,000 for a car payment and insurance.
Mhm.
That's, I can't afford that. It's too much. Cause they were talking about paying like 45 cents a mile or something.
That's
Something
just
like
under
that.
the federal. I think the federal level is 53 cents a mile.
Or
So they're even trying to cut you short on that.
So yeah, I don't know what the hell, like I said, I don't know. I can't, especially if the vehicle thing comes into play, I wouldn't be able to do
Right.
that. We have one vehicle and I told him, as far as that vehicle is concerned, it don't exist to you guys.
Mhm.
That's Sarah's vehicle to get back and forth to work.
Right. And that's the way you have to think about, think it like that. That way you don't, bring that up. That's a non-starter. And I'm sure that was part of the reason why you took this job, to say, hey, they're giving me a vehicle, so I don't have to go buy another vehicle just to get back and forth to work.
Well, and that's the thing too, is if they can't even get people hired initially, and they were offering them a work phone, they were offering them a company vehicle that they could take home and drive to work every day.
Right.
If they can't even get people hired for that, what the hell makes them think they're gonna get people hired that are gonna tell them you have to use your own vehicle? And to me,
Yep.
it makes your company look a lot more unprofessional when somebody's driving an '89 Oldsmobile on the side of the road, marking out damn line markers for you.
Mm.
Like, to
Yep.
me, that's not as professional as everybody having the same trucks all
It's not
properly
it's not
decaled.
professional at all, and you make the residents a little more skittish because they don't know who you are.
Exactly.
You don't look like the meter guy. You don't look like anybody else. And who knows? Next, that's when you get calls about the police. That I got this guy getting out of his vehicle, walking around properties in my area, and all this kind of stuff.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, because there's a couple really small companies around here that do line locating for like other utilities.
Mhm.
And all those people use their own vehicles, and literally you'll see people driving really old vehicles parked on the side of the road marking lines,
Yeah.
and they have no decals on their car, no magnets, nothing.
See, now I know here in California, I believe it's a requirement if you're subcontracting, like they call it, like people almost like subcontracting, where they're using their own vehicles, but they have to have a placard signage on the side saying that they're a contractor for the gas company, Edison, or whoever else they're
Right.
working for, and say to alleviate that kind of confusion. Like I said, the public doesn't know.
And think about how many of these people are probably out driving without commercial insurance, either because they don't know or they just can't afford it, so they go and get liability instead. They're
Yeah.
taking a chance out there working, because I couldn't afford commercial insurance. That'd be too damn much.
Yeah, I get it, dude. I get, like I
So
said, it's
I'm gonna just
a,
start looking for another job, and why I'm doing this one. So
yeah.
DJ's still in the chat.
Sarah's actually got a whole printout of me of jobs
Mm.
from her company, because they're Baycare, the big medical company,
Mm-hmm.
and they have all kinds of openings for different stuff. So, because they actually have like their own mail delivery service that goes between hospitals and doctors' offices and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
where you can just deliver packages and mail back and forth between the buildings all day. Because they have hospitals and doctor offices all over Florida.
Okay.
So it's a big company. It's Baycare. It's a really big company. So that's how I'm gonna look into getting something there. Then I won't have to worry about, it's not like me and Sarah will be working in the same office, getting on each other's nerves or nothing.
Then you be wondering why you get them long mail runs. Like, why I gotta go way out here for it? And your wife will set you up. Give him them long routes. I don't want to see his ass to like 6.
Yeah. Yeah. When your first job will be, go and get me the long stand from the cupboard.
Oh man. Yeah, it sucks. That's why people like to work for municipalities or other companies that have long standing,
Well, even those around here are hard to get on because of a lot of city jobs and county jobs, because
Yeah,
so
well, like I
many
said,
people-
because it's consistent work. It's not contingent on like I say, when I work private construction, when the weather's nice, it's great. You know, you're making good money and everything else, but when, you know, you get the winds come through, you're sitting at home. When it rains, you're sitting at home. You don't get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. You know, I said the amount of money I was making in private construction, I should have made close to 100 grand a year.
Fucking
But you only
Joe.
make about 50,000 because all the times you're not working. And that's not just with weather related, it is because you're in between jobs.
Joe said he'd be in a 1974 Pitmobile Lincoln. I'd be wearing bright colors and tell everybody I'm working while I'm checking meters with a brim
Yeah.
hat.
That'd be the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's you know, I guess I should say people
Bitching.
will take a little less or start a little lower. I mean, when I came here to the city, I took a position way lower than what I was making in private sector. And like I say, you know, the amount of gas I was spending getting 2 jobs out in the desert locations or going out to Orange County, LA County and other places, man.
Good point, JD.
Actually,
now I'm 15 miles away from my home.
Actually, JD, at their work, and I'm not even joking, they call them food nutrition specialists.
Oh, for sake.
That's what they call them.
Indiana kid, how you doing?
They call them food nutrition specialists.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the official title, but what does everybody call it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the lunch lady.
yeah, it's a lunch lady.
Well, it's like when you work
It's-
at McDonald's, right? You're a grill technician, you know?
Yeah.
Just let's get over these silly euphemisms
Burger
that
flipper.
have 5 or 6 different syllables in it.
If you're working in McDonald's,
Give
you're
me
a
a
dog's
break.
body.
You what?
If you're working in McDonald's, you're a dog's body.
Yeah,
The hell does that mean?
I don't know.
In other words, you do as you're told.
yeah. I
When
know
the
what a
manager
dog's body is.
When the manager says
Educate
sit,
yourself on proper English.
yeah.
Hey.
When the manager says sit, you sit. And
Hello,
if it's
Marshall.
all over, you're all over.
Yeah,
Hey,
And if it says
Marshall.
play dead, you play dead and go for a break.
Yeah.
yeah.
Indiana kid. Who's that, Paul?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's got a blue
Well,
Rams.
they've been here before and they know
Hey,
who
he's been here before. He's got a channel since 2012.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But hey, Marshall, how you doing?
Hello then.
Burger flipper?
Burger
No,
flipper, yeah.
it's grill technician. Yeah,
Give me a-
Subway. Yeah, it's a sandwich artist at Subway.
Ooh,
Yeah.
is that what you're gonna be?
I wouldn't
Oh,
want to
give me a
sandwich
break.
stuff making it.
Well, you
Actually-
could be a food tester at Taco Bell.
You know, I actually kind of offended this lady that was she was doing years ago, she was doing a kid's birthday party at Pizza Hut and she was a clown. She did clown as a clown professionally. And I said, did you actually like have to go somewhere did you just teach yourself how to do all these like balloons and everything, balloon animals and stuff? She goes, no, I went to clown college. I looked at her, I said, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sorry.
And she
Sorry.
said,
I'm
she-
out. I'm out.
no, like I really didn't realize that was a real thing. Like
Yeah, there is a clown college. Yeah.
but I said it with such like surprise that I think she might have got a little offended by that.
Yeah, it's a little
My head's about to explode.
Dominic.
I
It's
just-
a little port. No, it's a little porta cabin at the end of the college run.
No,
And-
there is in the United States there is an actual
Yeah, no,
college.
There's one over
like,
it.
there's one over here. But like I said, it's a little porta cabin, and the porta cabin would fit 12 normal size human beings in, unless they're clowns. Then you can get hundreds in there.
I was
Right,
wondering
do they
where
have
Dave
their-
was going with this.
They have their meetings in a phone box then.
Like I said, so the
it's a mini.
first course of instruction is how many clowns can you fit inside the building?
Joe said I had Subway a couple weeks ago and it sucked.
Yeah.
Did he really?
It's gone
JD? I didn't
downhill.
know that.
It's gone
know you-
downhill over the last couple of years.
Subway?
Well, here has.
I mean, I have to remember there's one not far from my office here. I always got to remind myself. I try to cut down on eating as much fast food as possible, but that's all I got around me. I got Carl's Jr., Jack in the Box, the Winnie Central. What else I got close to me? A couple of taco places and stuff. And I always forget about, I mean, Subway about the healthiest place for me to go.
I don't see the problem with Subway. Everybody thinks it's trash, huh? It's fresh.
Yeah.
It's meat with
There's a
fresh.
Subway there. I've got Subways near me, but I've got a lot of Asian noodle restaurants
Got loads
near
of
me,
stuff.
which is good.
They normally go underneath the road.
Yeah, I got
get
everything
the-
else but
Vietnamese pork rolls. We got it. We got everything here.
Hey, we can rename ourselves as YouTube professionals. What do you think about that?
but that's what the term
Nothing
influence.
professional about you, Justin.
Let me go ahead
Yeah,
and
what
just take
the
care of that.
bloody hell's an influencer?
I guess we have to
Why are
get
they
that,
always young females?
Yeah. You gotta
Oi!
get that 1 million subscriber.
There you
Yeah.
go, Justin.
Kidding me.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey College Clown.
And we got Ringling Brothers here. Clown College.
It opens tomorrow at noon, but it's closed right now.
I'm not going to say it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm going. There's my battery dies in my mouse.
1,400 clowns since
Justin,
1968 have graduated.
Well, they no, I won't say it.
I wonder
They
how
all fit in
many.
one car?
I wonder how many of them ended up as politicians.
Oh, it's just yeah, okay. They probably their famous alumni would be Joe Biden, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Laura said all of them,
I had to say it.
but I just want to point out she's
Joe
incorrect.
Funny.
Not all of them ended up as politicians.
Oh,
One
Justin
did
hasn't.
become
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
We gotta find out, Paul, if it's accredited. At least there'll be a step up from the.
And yeah, if there was a national accreditation
Yeah,
to become a to become a clown.
It looks to me like most of them are overweight.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a fat clown.
A lot of lines there.
Don't forget, you could be a pantomime horse.
Yeah. But which part of the horse would you like to be?
Oh, I don't know.
JD says, "Quit
Are
clowning."
you the
around,
horse's
Marty."
ass or I certainly wouldn't want to be the back half of the horse.
Yeah, Indiana kid. It has been a long time.
Yeah.
On the sofa.
Don't talk to Roger, Indiana, but I understand. I think he's doing okay. Paul, Indiana
Roger.
wants to know how Roger up north is doing. Have you heard anything?
I haven't heard nothing from him since the last time he went live. That was quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't talked to Roger at all. Too bad, but
I'm kind of wondering, Dre, is that credited?
that's
Yeah,
what I
that's what I
said.
was
Check see if
thinking.
it's accredited.
Like if you walked into an office and you were like, they were like, do you have a degree? You'd be like, well, matter of fact, I do.
Dude,
Yeah.
magnum cum laude.
Yeah.
from-
PhD
Clown
in
college.
clown studies.
Yeah,
I
could
got
you
a-
imagine
Matt,
it?
I have
Got
a
a-
PhD from clown studies.
I got a doctorate in clown studies.
Yes. Dr. Clown.
And a minor in clown car driving.
Yeah.
it says, I just looked here, the last time he had a live stream was 5 months ago. And before
Okay.
that, 10 months prior to that, so.
Mhm.
So
Right.
one in the space of 15 months.
And
Well, they must be
JD
doing.
says, I resemble that remark.
Well, there must be some sort of tutorial on clown makeup then.
you got to go to his page to see. His
Yeah.
last stream was a month ago. I was gonna say, cause yeah, his last two streams were, he had 2 a month ago.
A month ago.
Yeah, cause what it was showing when Paul looked it up was just the
What's on the
before you
front?
actually go to his page.
Hmm.
What do you,
I don't see none of his regulars pop up anywhere.
No,
Asgard and a couple other guys. They used to be on the show all the time.
yeah,
Kim. I don't see-
Asgard
that don't
pops
pop
in the
up
rule.
anywhere.
He pops in a Rulin's chat. once in
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
Who's
I've
that?
seen
Rulin.
that.
Ruland and Mars that come over on my channel all the time.
Yeah,
They're
Oh,
from
okay. I thought you said one of what's the name pops over.
yeah,
there.
yeah. Asgard goes to Rulin's.
what was the
live
guy's
show.
name that had a car business in the East Coast that used to go there all the time?
Denard.
Yeah, John DiNardo.
Yeah, Denardo.
yeah. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I've seen him on maybe Facebook or somewhere. I've seen his name pop up every once in a while.
Yeah,
Like I said, I don't see a lot of his regular people anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rulin's from the Netherlands and
Mhm.
Mars is from Australia.
yeah.
Oh,
Mars
okay.
is just around the corner from me.
Because I remember
Half an hour drive.
Stars in the sky.
the lady used to do a show where Kim used to be, I guess, I don't know if he lived with her or whatever the case might have been. They used to do a show together for a while. I can't remember her name. She used to fly drones, and then she started getting to FPV and
Talking about Val?
yeah,
That's right.
Val, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in probably almost a year.
Oh God.
Yeah.
There's been
Yeah.
another trans protest in Oxford in the UK. But when you
Yeah.
see the crowd, either these trans have got very, very good at what they do, or they're all freaking women and gay. Because none of
Okay.
them are trans.
Do we have some
What is this,
evidence so we can support either theory?
What is this, an episode of the Murray Show? Or
Yeah.
the no, what was his name? Not Murray. What was the name of the guy?
Povich.
Maury
Povich.
Povich. Yeah,
Yeah.
Maury
where
Povich.
you had to guess.
I think they're just getting pretty good at it now.
Well, not some of them are probably on the other side of the
No,
LGBT
if you
side.
if you feel passionate about that, go right ahead, knock yourself out.
Hell no.
No, we have to live in an inclusive society then.
No,
Yeah,
but what we was pointing out the other week when they were saying about it being forced in people's face. It's not the bloody trans people that are forcing it, it's others.
Yes, exactly.
What,
Pack it in.
what
It is
this?
what it is.
That's a brand new cruise ship. This is the first year. It's the Viking Polaris.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that recently.
And
Dre,
it's,
you want it?
it's coming north.
Dre, you want to go on it? It's only $10,000 a person for 3
Yeah,
nights.
I think it's
Yeah.
7,000.
Fast.
That's-
why?
I noticed it's about 15 grand in Australian dollars.
I'll tell
is
you
it
what,
so-
there's some hell of a big golf balls on the top, aren't they?
Yeah.
Why is it so damn expensive to go on a river cruise, but yeah, you can go on a Caribbean cruise for like a third of the price?
I
Mhm.
don't know.
I don't understand why they're so
I'm not a
fucking
cruiser,
expensive.
so I don't know if the amenities are any better on a river cruise. Or,
I don't know.
There's no way because those
The
cruise,
closest thing I've been to that is a ferry.
well, here's what I think the deal is. Just my opinion. I've never seen any kids on deck. I think it's old rich people.
Right. Anyway, first of all, you missed all the geese on the edge. And the reason why river cruises are more expensive than sea cruises is down to taxes.
Yeah.
A ship out at sea does not have to pay tax, where on a river it's literally taxable. Everything.
Now, a river cruise is the same as ferries.
Now,
No, I mean you're living on that ship. A ferry's just a
You
day.
literally
right?
live on there.
no,
hey,
those things
what's
don't,
high out the water?
Those don't have more amenities than a cruise liner, though. Cruise liners have a damn whole ass water park on the ass end of the ship.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
I'm thinking that probably in these river cruises, probably all the rooms are deluxe suites or something.
Yeah. If you're allowed to stay on that for 12 months,
Well, they
then
got
15
one in 3
grand's all
years.
right.
They got
No,
a
this-
this is-
doing 3 years.
This is a 3 or 5 day cruise costs you about $7,000 a head.
3 or 5 days, girl.
Yeah.
The
So
15
there is
grand, I want to
there is
live
a
on there for
ship
12
that's
months.
taking
don't get
reservations.
me
for folks who
started
want
on
to
the
be on there
COVID
for, I think, a
ships.
3-year
Right.
cruise.
Yeah.
Paul, if it costs you $7,000 a head, how much does it cost you if you want to take your legs and arms?
Yeah.
You pay extra.
Grind.
So there's no balconies. It's just like,
Well, that's what I said.
There's a balcony there.
A large cruise ship though has way more amenities, I guarantee, than that thing does. I mean, just the size of them they're like 5 times that bigger than that. They have
oh, they're
bars,
bigger ship, but I
casinos.
can say, because these don't really go out in the international waters. They can't have gambling in certain places.
Well, these ships are out of Europe and they go down the Caribbean in the wintertime and up here in the Great Lakes in the summertime.
Sounds great.
There's actually one of the ladies I worked with at Walmart, her husband was retired military like 30 some years. And she was about to retire from Walmart. I mean, they had really good money. They went on a lot of cruises to the point where they know the guy the CEO of Carnival.
Mm.
They have a bunch of pictures that they've taken with them and stuff. And they said that there's actually millionaires and stuff that actually live on those damn ships almost year round. They're just on there all the time. They just pretty much like live on those ships. I was like, Jesus, I was like, that's crazy. It's just something that they enjoy, I guess. They stay on them all the time.
Well, I would imagine that the Stickley Fortune people, they can afford to go ahead and live on a cruise ship.
Yeah, I'm sure they could.
Dre, you know about the Stickley Fortune, right?
I've heard you mention it. I've never looked it up. I imagine there is a family. Usually they make furniture or something.
They're the biggest. They were in the 1900s, and I don't know if they're still doing it or not. But they were the biggest, fanciest custom make furniture maker in the world.
Wow.
And they were up in Minnesota. Is that where you're from,
No,
Justin?
they were at Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
So Justin is born to the wrong side of the family, huh?
Yeah. Well, either that or legitimacy is in question. I don't know.
Is that what it is?
No, they were made really high-end furniture back in the day. My grandma had a bunch of their stuff.
So it must have been Justin's grandparents or great grandparents that were the black sheep of the family and
Yeah.
kicked
I
out,
guess,
huh?
But like there was a video at one point. I wish I could find it. I've tried to find it. I can't find it now, but there was a guy, because they're still around. There was a guy doing a tour of their warehouse.
Yeah.
And there was it was the warehouse where they store furniture, and he opened up, there was a 4-drawer dresser, and he opened up the bottom drawer, stood in it, and jumped up and down, and the dresser didn't move.
Mm.
It was like that solid.
I need a dresser like that.
And apparently they do, actually a lot of their stuff gets bought from the Chinese because it's so well made. Apparently they import a lot to China.
Well, the high end people were buying it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because it's kind of like the same type of craftsmanship that the Amish put into their furniture and stuff. It's very well made. It will last
Amish
years
still
and
doing
years.
those fireplace things or whatever they were selling real popular a few years back.
I think they were playing off the Amish community. I don't know if they actually have.
But you know what I'm talking about. They were
Yeah, I remember
advertising
that.
everywhere.
I don't know if they actually had anything to do with the Amish or if they were just playing off the Amish or something.
Yeah,
Cause
I thought the same thing. I said, why would Amish folks or where they get the technology to make these fake fireplaces?
well, it depends. Like some of those, what do you call it? They're not full blood Amish, or full
Mhm.
blown Amish. They're, what the hell they call them? But there's groups of them that are kind of half modern, half still Amish. They
Mm.
kind of ride that line. They use some modern amenities, but then they kind of still are with their Amish roots. I just can't think of what the hell they're called.
Yeah, my wife
Damn it.
likes watching some of those reality shows with the Amish kids on there, whatever they call it, their break and stuff.
Oh yeah, the Rumspringer.
Yeah, you run speakers. See, I guess they have a little reality show. My wife likes watching them. I'm just like, whatever. If it ain't Housewives or whoever, it's the Amish or it's somebody else. It's just drama. Drama is just drama. No matter what your background or culture or whatever it is, drama is just drama.
And then they call us all the English
Mm-hmm.
because what is it what's the language that they speak? Is it because they speak a different language as their primary language.
The Amish, the real fundamentalist Amish.
Oh, okay. I don't want to know.
They sound a little bit like David.
It's Pennsylvania Dutch is the language
Yeah.
used by the Amish.
What battery?
Onto my camera.
I gave it to you down there.
Yeah, and I've just stripped the whole floor.
I wonder if they know the mic is still live.
You hurry up and fuck off to Scotland.
Mennonites, yeah, Mennonites smoking. That's what I was thinking of. They're a
The
little bit
Mennonites?
more. Yeah, they're a little bit more of a progressive group of Amish.
Oh.
The arts and crafts
Okay.
movement in this country. The Stickleys believed in clean lines and the inherent beauty of natural wood. Simple construction and honest design were at the heart of their craft. In
Yeah, I need to dress it
1922,
like that.
Leopold introduced the Cherry Valley collection.
Oh, their shit's worth a lot of money.
Have contributed mightily to American home life. It
What,
was
you can
an
sell
award
shit now?
neither Before nor since to any furniture.
Always
manufacturer.
could. They call it manure.
And his wife, Amini, who purchased the company in 1974. By any measure, Stickley is a unique product and a unique company. Some design features are visible, others have to be discovered. Like Stickley's unique side-hung and center-guided drawers, of smooth operation. The drawer is also dovetailed in all four corners, fully corner blocked on the bottom, hand-fitted, numbered, and
in and out of the case 100 years from today, the same as it does today. There to do that job.
I fucking say, you can't
Yeah,
throw the
see, that was it.
back in this, or he'd get right in it. And stand
Look
up.
at that.
Wowzers.
This is just truly
You
incredible.
did that with a new drawer, you're about liable to collapse.
Yeah.
Any consumer.
Would have been funny if his foot went through it though.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you got to trust your product.
today the company has
Running down to the warehouse. Right, you bastards!
committed to the principle
Yeah,
of
but you,
heritage
anything you buy at IKEA, you're not standing in like that.
incorporate genuine cosmetics. They are made
Anything
of
you
solid
stand it buy from IKEA doesn't even go together. What you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, any new
I reckon they
furniture,
put extra screws in there just to mess with you.
any mass-produced furniture like that, though, you're not gonna stand in it and hop up and down like that.
I know a guy here quite a few years ago, was a lawyer. You know, he buys the best of everything. He bought a bedroom suite that was made by, I think, Bassett. And anyways, I'm looking at it, look up, you pay a lot of money for a press board. Oh, it ain't press board, it's real wood. Oh, is it? I pulled up the door and turned upside down. I said, what's that? He goes, crap, good, that paid good money. Because he paid for a name, he thinks he got good wood. Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Bassett was, I would say, middle of the road. I mean, they had some decent stuff, but it wasn't Ethan Allen.
IKEA, the home of Chipwood. I mean,
if you wanted like that's why I said I've always wanted an old school restored Victorian home.
Mhm.
But I mean, to do that and have everything, that big crown molding and all that out of real
Right.
wood and everything, man, you'd be talking well over 200 grand to fully restore a 2-story Victorian home.
Mhm.
and then
Oh
you
my
got
God.
the likes of Paul Hodges throwing away spiral staircases.
You freaking right. I'm happy. And you scared. I'm
Right.
so happy with the new ones.
I remember when IKEA was first coming out, and I remember they got they didn't get sued, but KB Homes got sued. And because they were using IKEA furniture in all their models of their homes, and IKEA furniture is always downsized. It's not the actual size of regular furniture. And they would put IKEA furniture in the models to give the presence that the homes were actually bigger than what they actually were.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
You guys remember this commercial?
Very easy situation to operate. You just push the buttons in right here on the two sides. The two little
Oh,
buttons.
the ladder.
Just push them in, and that will release it. And right here, push the button in, that releases it. And then after you let go, it locks firmly in place. So really, you're all set. And this is tough.
It is.
Just listen. Give you an
Like I said,
example.
let's see him get on it and fold up on his
So you have
butt.
you have to
I can
get up
see,
on the wall.
I can see what's coming.
Listen, just walk right up. And I tell you, it's very safe, it's durable, and
Carol,
it's
you're
lightweight.
scaring me.
So really, see, now it's locked in place. Okay. So really, you say, I didn't have it locked. You have to lock it. Once you lock it, you're okay.
Okay, I give him points for professionalism because he definitely hit his chops on that rung.
Yeah,
He
and
kept
then he
talking.
just comes, he gets
He
straight
just
up.
kept talking.
Well done.
That's
I
hilarious.
give him props for that. If most people would have said, I said, "Oh my God," or cussed or whatever, and we'd hold his jaw. He kept on talking.
He's like, yeah, you just got to lock it. It made it sound like it wasn't a defective product.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and order one now. You get one free.
Remember Price Drop TV?
No.
I've
You
seen
not have that
something
over?
like that.
Did you not have that over in the US?
Not
Where
that
they
I've remembered.
starts off at a price of say like $1,000, and then as they're talking away, they keep bringing the price down, and then they go, "Final price drop." You could just see that point when that ladder collapsed. Final price drop, yours, yours, and I'll give you a tenner to take it.
Mhm. Wow.
Oh, that's like all that bullshit that QVC tries to sell you.
Yeah.
Get this $5,000 ring right now for 2 easy payments of $79.99.
Yeah. And $4,000 shipping.
Yeah. That's like ads seen on TV. I can't stand their products. Oh my God, they're so
Yeah, yeah.
crap.
We have a
Who's
thing
that?
called TV Shopping Network.
As seen on
But
TV.
it does the same thing.
Oh.
The
And
only
boy,
thing
do they sell crap.
The only thing I've ever seen come out as the as seen on TV products that actually work really well is the Flex stuff. Like the Flex tape and the Flex
Flex Seal.
Seal. That stuff
Flex
actually
Seal.
works pretty damn good.
I mean, we had some good stuff over here from JML, but JML have started signing up. When you get when you design a product, they'll help you get it to market, but they nick so much, and
Yeah.
you find stuff that you could get on eBay for like $2, and then it's $19.99 in the shops. It's like,
Yeah.
hell no.
Yeah, we have the Global Shopping Network over here that does the same thing.
Global Shopping Network, yeah.
Yeah.
I've caught
But,
out.
get this drill bit for $49.95. You go on eBay and you get it for $2.
Mhm.
Yeah. But Audi are just doing the same. They had a wildlife camera in, and they were trying to sell it for $79.99. And I said to Laura, I'm sure this is the one I got off eBay a couple of months ago for 15 quid. So I took a picture of the box, went home. It's exactly the same, apart from they put an Audi barcode on it.
Oh yeah, well it's
Change
like
the name of it.
There's a lot of shit on Amazon sold that people just buy in bulk off AliExpress and Banggood. They turn
Yeah.
around and sell, they get it for, a couple dollars and they'll turn around and sell it for 20, 25 on Amazon. But you do get better prices when you buy in bulk off of those sites. And that's what people do. They do that so they can resell it for more expensive. Because
Hey,
a lot
Paul,
of,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take off. I'm going for coffee.
okay, buddy.
See you guys.
Helicopter.
Yeah, going for coffee. So, yep.
Yeah.
See what's
Still
happening.
waiting to see the day that you actually take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you ready? I'm ready. Almost. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Too much like our work.
That was
I
a quick goodbye.
think Hodges' time clock's all screwed up. I wonder if he gets up in the morning, he's like, all right, I'm off to take a shot of NyQuil.
Yeah.
Know anybody else who goes and drinks a pot of coffee at 6 p.m. at night?
Actually, I couldn't
Laura,
think of that,
Laura
mate.
drinks it at 2 a.m.
Laura does?
Yeah, and then
I can drink coffee all day.
she
Right.
sits, and then she
After
sits there
4
on a.
p.m. I'm out.
Well, Laura drinks her coffee at night, and then she sits there all night on her phone, just scrolling through bloody TikTok. And she drinks the
Bloody
coffee.
TikTok.
I'm the one that has to stay awake
Really?
because she won't fuck off with the TikToks.
Sitting there shooting
bloody
TikToks
TikTok.
at 2 in the morning.
She wakes up in the morning and she rolls over. She doesn't go, "Morning, David." She goes, "TikTok." So I'm scrolling through TikTok.
TikTok's more important than you.
Oh,
Huh. Is that true,
Hello.
Laura?
I hope the council find us somewhere before you come back, because I ain't telling you where it is.
she comes back, house is all empty. Note from David. Good luck.
Pile of clothes in the center of the room.
By the way, I took the microwave as well.
Yeah.
I might leave in the microwave. I've got the air fryer.
Did you guys ever find an air fryer that didn't have Teflon in it?
Yeah,
Some
we got
kind of
another.
coat?
We got another one.
They're actually kind of hard to find. Most of them do have non-stick coating pans and stuff.
Yeah, but the Teflon that is dangerous to birds has been banned over here.
Mm.
I think it's been banned over here too.
Yeah, because it causes
Um,
cancer.
Yeah, it's not even really Teflon anymore. A lot of it's like ceramic now. A lot
Yeah,
of pans are like a ceramic diamond coating or some shit now. And everybody just says Teflon because that's what they were used to growing up. But a lot of the non-stick stuff isn't actually Teflon anymore.
you know Teflon doesn't exist. It's just a company name.
Yeah, it was
But
made by
because that
DuPont.
company became so synonymous with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was made by
DuPont.
DuPont Paint Company.
Yeah, they own
Chemical.
the copyright.
Yeah, it was DuPont Paint and Chemical Company.
Hey Google.
Yep.
Shut up.
Well,
Does
it's
that
funny.
work?
What's
Bloody hell,
crazy-
plus it's connected to Google.
What
Oh,
happened?
Google just went off on one. Sorry, Justin.
What happened?
The Google, when you was talking, Google just went off on one, started randomly quoting stuff that you were saying. And then Laura said, Google, shut up. And Google, shut up, and you shut up at the same time.
Laura must have clicked on that pretty little link I sent her. Nice. It's all part of the plan.
Clicked on the pretty little thing you sent her? What?
The link.
Oh, the link.
It's still in
I'm gonna
transit.
say, what kind of a thing are you sending her?
Anything
Laura-
you want, as long as I'm not taking the blame.
If it was Laura, it'd be a pile of dog turds with a Hershey Kiss on top.
I like Hershey Kisses. I hate Hershey's chocolate.
I've actually heard that a lot of people in Europe don't like Hershey's chocolate because of some ingredient they use in it that you guys don't use for your chocolate.
It
Mhm.
tastes frank.
Do I?
It tastes like dog shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I've heard a lot of people that have done like taste testing videos of American candy and they tend to not like Hershey's. I'm not a huge Hershey's fan either. I don't really go out of my way to get Hershey bars.
But can you classify chocolate as candy?
I mean, it's,
I would
I
have put it
guess.
just in the chocolate column.
yeah, they kind of just bundle any kind of sweet as a general.
Oh,
just
okay.
candy.
And we call them lollies over here, though.
Lollies,
Yeah,
like a lollipop?
yeah, lolly. Yeah, anything that you would classify as candy, we call it lollies.
A
Yeah,
lolly.
but how do you determine which kind of lolly do you want?
Wait up. Do you not have
You basically name it by its type.
so you don't have Chewies over there, Dominic?
Yeah, we got Chewy.
You know, they used to be little sweets wrapped up.
Yeah, we got Chewies
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here too.
But we call Chewy.
Literally,
We call chewing gum Chewies over here. So,
Oh no, it's not chewing gum.
yeah, I know. But when you say Chewy,
We just say
it means
gum.
gum.
That's what we call it now.
what?
Chewing gum. It had that really ridiculous
Oh,
name.
chewy.
What's the name of that stuff that they had the commercial with the guy, the people talking like little kids?
It was
Haribo.
Gummies?
Hasbro gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know
The
who
gummy-
actually?
the gummy also means something different here too.
You know actually who has really good gummy bears? Is the
Who?
Walmart brand gummy bears are really good.
Are they warm and mushy in your pocket?
Yeah.
No, they're no. If you
Uh-huh.
take like, if you
And
take
that's what
like,
she said.
no, I'm saying if
And
you,
do they fly right into your mouth?
And that's what
Yeah.
she said.
they're just I don't know, they're like a softer, just and they have better flavor, I think, than the name brand ones. Even we bought a huge bag one time and a bunch of us were eating them and everybody thought they were really good. I've always bought in the Walmart brand ones since then.
What were you partaking besides that?
What are you talking about? Well, I haven't smoked weed in over 2 years ago. The last time I ever smoked.
Ooh, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
Now he don't smoke it, he vapes it.
Well, now
we
he gets
go.
it. He gets it in his Walmart gummies.
There you go.
Brand over here.
Yeah, I'd call that. These are lollies.
No,
Yeah,
those are gummy snakes.
No, they're just snakes.
Yeah, they're gummies.
They're not gummies.
They're gummy snakes.
No, you're just trying to be American. Shut up.
No, they're not. They're gummies.
There we go.
They might, Edward. I don't know. Oh yeah,
There you go.
sugar-free gummy bears are gross, JD.
Yeah,
Those are disgusting.
there you go.
They have sugar-free gummies.
Yes, and they
Yeah.
taste
Yeah.
like dog shit. They're gross.
Don't eat them.
I don't know
Oh,
if
the
you
dog bears,
guys
I think they
have
are.
this section in your supermarkets, but you have this big section called free from. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
free from gluten, free from sugar, free from,
Taste.
and it's, yeah, the main thing the free from is taste.
Yeah, we
That's
have
what I
a
always say.
we have a section over here called the gluten-free section, and then we have the vegan section, which will have like all the tofu and
Yeah,
all that
that's
crap.
the place you just walk past.
yeah, have all
Not
the
even looking.
sausages that look like I
Yeah,
don't know.
corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shove
I
your
don't know
fake.
how anybody
up
can
your-
eat that stuff.
I know. Shove your
Uh.
fake where the sun don't shine.
JD, find the link for that and put it in the chat, and we'll share it and look at it. Yeah, sugar-free gummy bears just taste nasty anyway,
Yeah,
and just
Well,
they
it'd
don't
be
have it.
almost like, wouldn't it be almost like chewing on a rubber band?
I mean, it just
Yeah.
they don't have a lot of flavor at all.
yeah.
It's like
That's
just,
what all vegan food tastes like. Chewing on a rubber
Oh.
band.
No. So you can have them.
No, no.
I like how over here too they have like in the vegan section, they have little chicken patties and little steaks and it's just tofu in the shape of it. And then it has little fake grill marks across it.
Yeah, what the hell is a vegan chicken schnitzel either?
Yeah. What
The hell?
vegan, what vegetarian and vegan wakes up in the morning and thinks, fancy a bit of a chicken today?
Yeah.
Oh, darn it, I'm a vegetarian. I can't have that.
But what's funny is though, is they shape all the vegan food in the shapes and make it look like
I know.
actual meat. And I don't understand why they do that.
Catering for the fads, as I call them.
Yeah.
No, the
The
fads
cult.
are the ones, New Year's Eve, and they go, oh, I need a New Year's resolution. January. Really?
Yeah, I know.
And then for the whole month of January, they sit there going, oh, I'm a vegan while munching into a fake chicken burger. Look,
Yeah,
guys,
I know.
if you want something that actually looks, tastes, and acts like chicken, just add the fucking chicken because it's dead already.
Exactly. Yeah. I tell you, I roll my eyes every time I see the word vegan chicken. I'm going, what the hell are you on about?
Just call it tofu because that's what it is.
Laura hates
Exactly.
Laura hates it when I'm in the supermarket because I go to the vegetarian section. I'm like, hell no, no, no. So start throwing it everywhere.
I mean, just call it a tofu burger. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Call it crap. That's exactly what it is.
My
Justin,
dad.
messages.
What?
Check messages.
Now you've got to put your little sign up.
I'm nowhere near the computer, or I would.
Oh, okay. Hey. The check messages sign has come up. I
It
reckon
does-
they should have that. You know, on planes where they say fasten your seatbelts. I reckon they should have a message under that say check your messages.
Oh, by the way, yes, your hair looks like a college activist. Yes, it's
Yeah.
bright enough.
Yeah, you've got to be a college activist.
So my parents can't lose me.
Oh, okay. That's good then. They won't. It'll be bright. It'll be brighter than. Yeah.
But as you know about me and my fake meat beliefs, the other people that really, really grind on my gears are those that go, I'm a vegetarian, but I eat fish. Because
So
the
that
fish
means you're a
ain't meat.
pescatarian.
Ugh.
I know.
So
I
you
know
go
a
to
lot of people.
McDonald's and they tell you they're out of.
You want to know, as I said, you want to know something really funny? That the name of the candy is Albanese candy. That's the name of our prime minister.
But it says, so this is for the sugar-free gummy bears. I've always read reviews for just about everything I buy. I did not read the reviews of these and I paid the price, as did my husband. These taste delicious, but I was in pain and in the bathroom for an extended period of time. Not worth the trip to the bathroom. Proceed with caution.
Wow.
Yeah, they cause diarrhea.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
you have too many of the
They've
Yeah.
gathered really
xylitol, I think it's called. If you have too much of it, yeah, you get the runs.
Can you imagine?
Really?
Yeah, xylitol. Give me a second, I'll go and have a look.
Look at this. These gummy bears
I got
taste
sugar-free gum.
amazing, but do not be fooled. These will have incredibly painful, loud, stinky producing gas and laxative effects on your inner system. You will sit on the toilet sweating and hot and cold, praying for getting time around you, hoping not to pass out or die. Some may
Let me
hope
have a look.
to just die. The cramps and the pain that goes beforehand, releasing such foul smelling gas into the universe that everything around you in a 2-mile radius will run. Be careful. Someone might call the experts thinking there is a gas leak. I don't mean a regular gas leak either. The specialists for natural gas will know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one you
Sugar-free
can't
gum.
blame on the dog. It said this one
You
you
have too
can't blame
much
on
of
the
it.
dog. Oh, that's funny.
Justin, when you buying some?
I'm not buying those. I don't like sugar free. Everything that's sugar free tastes like garbage.
Got to send him some of our candy.
Hell no. I'm not taking responsibility for that.
No,
Mm.
A while back, and it talked about feeling like ninjas with swords were slicing their intestines.
Mm.
Really?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
always
really.
nice to get something you're craving, Joe. Especially if you get it that day too. Sometimes you'll be craving something 2-3 days go by, and then when you have the time or whatever to go get it, not as good.
tiny ninjas with swords in your stomach. What?
That was one of the
He said.
reviews. That was one of the reviews that he saw on the gummy bears.
Oh, wow.
I
Let's
think
say
I should order them.
some of those reviews though, they'll put them up there. Some of them will stick, but I've actually put reviews up like, stupid reviews up like that before. And then I got a message from Amazon like 2 months later, said your review was removed because it went against our guidelines. Because one of the reviews I did one time was on a product. What was it? I can't remember what it was, but I put this product is shit. Don't buy. Like a week later, I got a email from Amazon about it. Said I couldn't leave the review up. They took it down.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dan.
I had a fall yesterday on it.
Oh, what's up, Dan?
Actually injured himself.
Right.
You gonna get a snacky snack, Laura? Huh?
No, I want to get some sleepy weepy.
Get you a what?
Sleepy weepy.
She's gonna hit the fart sack.
What?
You've never heard that?
No.
The fart sack. The bed.
Oh, okay. She's going to go nighty night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she starts.
Yeah,
a
gonna
big
go-
trip.
you learn something new every day.
Yeah,
She's
she
going to go and
starts-
start up the tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she starts her big trip tomorrow, right?
Is tomorrow the day, David, she goes?
Yeah.
Well, I go
Well,
tomorrow to my mum's.
She goes to her mum's and then she goes to Scotland on Thursday.
Oh, now where is Mum's house from where you are?
About half an hour away.
Okay, so it's not like she's just down the street.
Now-
Half an hour away is down the street. It's around the corner.
Well,
Half an
since-
hour is around the corner.
well,
yeah.
Since the UK is the size of my backyard, that shouldn't take you more than a half hour.
UK is the size of your backyard.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, compare driving through there or driving through the US, that's a big difference.
I just want to point out, Justin, you don't have a backyard.
Yes, I do. What are you talking about?
No, you don't. Sarah's mum does.
No, there's a backyard behind me. I'm
Yeah, but
looking
it's not
right at it
yours.
through the window. Doesn't matter.
It's not
I live
yours.
here.
No. Gotta get technical here. It's not yours. Hey, wait a God damn it. Where did Dre go?
It's getting late at night, so David's getting argumentative.
No, where did Dre go?
David's always argumentative.
No,
Dre's been gone for about a half hour.
Could have said goodbye.
You couldn't get a word in.
He waved.
Yeah, but at least there was no long goodbyes. It was just
Wow.
come out.
Gone.
Well, he takes to heart what Justin talks about. So Justin doesn't like the long goodbyes.
Well, David never says bye neither. He just drops the hell out. Dave will just be sitting there all of a sudden just gone.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
So Laura, are you all packed and ready to go?
We've got a couple more bits to do before we go tomorrow.
We go. Is David's not going?
Oh,
I'm taking her over to her mum's to make sure she gets there.
Oh,
and to help.
So
the council.
you're
Just-
giving her a partial escort.
Yeah, just in case she doesn't get there and comes back. Because Thursday, Laura is no longer England's problem. She's Scotland's.
I thought you don't really venture out on your own though when she's not with you.
My brother's
go-
not bringing them back.
No, I'm saying, but don't you have to like ride back by yourself?
Now getting a lift. Laura's brother. Actually, come to think about it, I think I'll ride back on my own.
Mark?
No,
I've got another
I was
brother.
about to say I didn't think he drove. What do you mean, brother?
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Like, I'm
Mark's
not-
my little brother. I've got an older two brothers.
I was
Oh,
gonna
no.
say I don't remember bringing my car over there, but I guess I'll be there in a couple hours.
Couple of hours.
7 hours.
Yeah, we just take the Concorde over there.
Well, I'll be swimming, so it might take me a little longer.
Well, I'll be swimming as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that they're not still flying the Concorde just because they had one blow up.
Yeah, I know.
We've
Well, it
had all
wasn't
kinds
just-
of other
Bring back the
other
Concorde,
planes
I reckon.
blow up, you know?
Just want to point out, it wasn't just one. They found cracks in all of them.
Well, fix the cracks.
You fix them.
They're in the engine petrol tanks.
You don't park them all. You fix them. If you find a defect, that'd be like if Henry Ford first Model T found a defect, he just scrapped them all, and we didn't have cars.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
no, if anything, they should have worked on building a new one from scratch.
Well, they are building a new one from scratch. But the point is, if you saw the way the one actually went, yeah, no one, it went with that plane disaster, went its reputation.
Yeah.
Sales went down and I think it just went kaboom.
You gotta think people are already probably wary
Yeah, I'm
of
very interested to
supersonic
see how
anyway.
Boom is going to work. The other one is the Virgin are doing one that's supposed to be a
Virgin
hypersonic.
Airlines is making one too.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is people were probably already a little disconcerted with supersonic flight to begin with, and so when that happened, it probably, like David said, it kind of
Yeah.
disdained it, you know.
Within the next 10 minutes, you're going to hear a sonic kaboom. And then 3 seconds later, kaboom. Was that the boom? No, that's your ass catching fire.
Yeah. Hello, Tim.
I mean, the poor air stewardess
Okay.
wouldn't have had a chance to go through all the security arrangements.
I think we
So
just
Dominic, that's what you're talking about right there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Is that Boom or?
Yeah, that's the,
Companies
Yeah,
that
that's
develop
Boom.
new supersonics.
Yeah. Boom Supersonic. Yeah. I think Virgin was working on something too.
Oh, the
We
new
could go fine.
Tim's
Yeah.
only the boobies.
everything Virgin touches though tends to be a failure at the end.
It's wood pigeons. I don't care how small they are, just show me. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
There's the Concorde right there.
Yeah.
My God, it's got a snout on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it has to. It's trying to be as aerodynamic as possible.
Yeah.
One way
Yeah.
of penetrating the building.
Here's
That's what she said.
Boeing has an upcoming supersonic private jet.
Hmm.
Yes.
Back in the day when they had the Boeing 2707.
There it is there.
Hmm.
That's for all the richies.
If any
Yeah.
of them, if any of those companies were going to develop one quickly, it'd be Boeing.
But they've been at it since the other one went out of business. So
I just don't understand why we don't have supersonic transport.
we just need the catapult. As
Yeah,
long as you
it'll be a
practice
large
landing,
pepper
fine.
now.
Now we just need to work on Star Trek transporters, and we don't have to have anything.
Yeah, why not?
Walk through. I could just walk through one and just
That's
be in
nice.
England in like
That's a
2
nice colour
seconds.
scheme.
There's the Boeing one.
That's someone out of
Oh,
Thunderbird.
nice. Nice.
You see Scotty, a little puppet in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Sorry, flight deck.
Yeah. Yeah, flight deck. You can't use cockpit anymore.
XB1 is all set to go.
Here's a question, Dominic. In a normal plane, it's a flight deck. Now, that having a long nose on it, would that be a flight deck?
Could be, yeah.
Well, when they land, what they do is they come out and they pull all the birds that have been impaled by that long thing.
Yeah.
It's like throwing a dart in the air, you know?
Good one, Dan.
Oh, you poor naive bastard.
Tim Jackson.
Yay.
You dick. I used to love Inspector Gadget.
Oh, those movies were so cheesy.
So when
Not the movies, the cartoon.
Laura's going to be gone for what, 10 days or 2 weeks?
10 days, 2 weeks.
Okay. So does that mean that she's not doing her shows?
If I can get signal, then I'll be doing random ones.
Okay.
And if she gets signal, I'm cutting off the world's internet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, you guys don't have Wi-Fi over there? What are you doing, missionary work?
Yeah,
We're in the middle of nowhere.
She's going into the middle of Scotland.
exactly.
The hills.
They don't even have 5G network up there.
No, because he set fire to the bloody mass.
Yeah.
Cause it's COVID.
You're gonna take you're gonna take a translator with you?
Yeah.
She's gonna be up there doing
Well, I
her
watched many a program from Scotland and I still can't understand what they're talking about.
What I'm wondering, Dominic,
Hey,
is
you know how
they
I
got
feel,
those
Dominic.
translators you can put on your cell phone. Do they
Yeah.
translate that dialect too?
I hope so. I haven't seen it, but
Well, Dominic knows now how I feel when I listen to him and David talking shit.
Scottish, listening to some of those Scottish programs, I tell you, it is very hard.
Yeah, I saw that, Joe. Yeah, we're not even in hurricane season, but yet there's a weird ass tropical storm out on the water right now.
No.
Let me see if I can.
There you go.
What did I miss?
This is Scotland for you.
I know. As I said, I've watched many a Scottish program and it's a bit much for me.
You fucker! Stunning, but see what? They didn't touch your boob, that's the worst thing about it, man. Utterly.
What the hell is he talking
My dad
about?
was in the canal the last. My mum was in the canal the last time he was in Spain. I'm not going back.
What do you like more, the Scottish or the Spanish?
Any drown the canal.
Cheng! We need that Cheng, man!
I'm not getting property, man. Yeah. I've got an interview. Fuck off! Just to clear the air, I'm no on Cheng. I'm no on Cheng. I'm pissed.
Okay, already a fucking lost boat, you fucking...
Sounds like
I
Tim
think I got
talking.
about half of those words in.
That's funny.
I understood I think the only word I understood there was pish.
And that's where Laura's going, right?
Yeah. But the funny thing was, Laura said, you did get a drunk video. It's like, it's Scotland. It's harder to find a sober video.
Exactly. They're all drunk up there.
Sounds like when Dominic and David are trying to talk over each other.
Yeah.
You know what, Justin? When I meet up with you one day, I'm going to give you a proper Glasgow kiss.
A
Yeah.
proper.
So you're gonna headbutt him.
Yeah.
If anyone says they're giving you a Glasgow kiss, move your head.
Yeah, they're going to headbutt you.
They head you right, but you're right in the center of the head.
And yes, that sounds like Tim after 16 beers.
Yeah.
They'd be like, show me that German lawnmower. Show me, show me.
Yeah, bring back the German lawnmowers. Don't mention the
God.
war.
Oh my God.
Tim reminds me of the guy out of Gremlins, you know, with the big tractor when he drives it home.
Yeah.
Ah, Gremlins. WWII.
You want a Brooklyn stomp?
Christ, Dominic
Nah.
says he's got to go. I've got.
Oh, dude, I get so annoyed when I hear people from New York. You know I'm from New York. I'll kick your ass. Like, do it then. Show
Nah.
up. Give a shit where. It don't matter where you're from. You can still get your ass kicked.
Justin's on past his bedtime too.
No, people from New York will do that though. They'll throw that in your face like that means something. Like, I don't give a shit. You're from New York. What's that supposed to mean? Like, you ever seen that one dude that was that video of that guy fighting that other dude in the parking lot? He was like, "I'll fuck you up. I'm from New York." As soon as he turned around, dude decked him, and he was just out on the ground.
You're about a bit like this sort of bit like this sort of guy.
You win. What's your problem? Why are you, mate? What?
You got a problem? You know who I am?
What do you mean about problem? What do you mean what have a problem?
You fucking muppet. There's no need for that.
What?
He said, "You muppet."
What?
You're fucking hanging about like that.
Hanging about like what?
On the cars.
I pulled that, I went round, yeah? And then you started fucking blocking your head. Yeah?
What's your problem? You're not good.
You got a problem, haven't
Yeah,
you?
you, yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Get your fucking helmet off then.
Oh, grow up, you fucking fool.
You know
I
who I
think
am?
you're a fool.
You know who I
Yeah?
am?
You what?
You know who I am?
Do I care?
Well, you won't know when you pull up.
Come on, who are you then?
Pickering.
Who?
Ronnie Pickering.
Who?
Ronnie Pickering.
Who the fuck's that?
Yeah, me.
No, wow,
Yeah.
oh, brilliant.
Fucking found out then.
Well, go on then, fuck off then.
You fuck off.
Fucking Johnny
Later,
Pickering,
Tom.
fucking famous, are you?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. What? Come on, what? What? What?
Let's have a fucking bare knuckle then.
What's that gonna prove?
You, I'm gonna knock you out.
Why are you? Why are you?
Let's have a bare knuckle fight then.
What would a bare knuckle
fucking
fight
show
for?
you then, won't I? Who I am?
Who you are? Are you on about?
Yeah, bare knuckle fight. Come
What do you
on.
mean who you are?
You don't know.
Oh, what do you mean who you are? You said who you are, you wrong
I'm a
fucking
bare knuckle
Pickering.
fucking fighter. Come on.
You said you wrong Pickering or
Yeah.
something.
Fucking go at some cunt, you idiot.
I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah. See that? I'll fucking smash. I'm telling you something.
Would you,
man.
right?
Yeah, you.
Why?
Because you're an idiot.
Why am I?
Okay.
I didn't say I wanted to fight with you.
Listen, fucking dickhead. Don't fucking cause one then.
I ain't caused one.
Don't one and you'll have one.
I ain't caused one.
See you and that.
I ain't caused one. I was just turning the corner and you was blasting your arm like an idiot. You what?
I'll put you in an infirmary.
Will you?
Yeah, we're done.
What are you fucking big and hard?
Yeah.
You great, are you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give yourself a pat on the back, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll show you on
Oh,
YouTube
no.
later on what you look like. Yeah. Fuck off. You what?
You're an idiot.
Put you on YouTube, alright?
I do like how the end they go, I'll put you on YouTube.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Ronnie Pickering. That is always going around the UK now.
Yeah, I'm Ronnie Pickering.
Well, everybody, I think I'm gonna call it.
Okay, then.
Alright.
I've
We're
got,
gonna finish it on Ronnie Pickering.
unless you guys want to stay on, I'll make one of you the host, but I gotta go down and get a spot for that ship coming up.
Okay, go for it.
Alright,
You
Justin-
going?
I'll see y'all later.
Okay,
Yeah.
Justin, we'll see you.
Dominic?
Hey, Laura, you have a good trip, my dear.
Yep.
Okay, Dominic, thanks for being here.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you.
Catch you all later.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
Don't forget, he's Ronnie Pickering.
Yeah, I'm Ronnie